Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you in this video about how to not be a zero. So the idea behind being a zero is someone who puts people down, someone who has zero value as a person, someone who is zero use in a social setting, someone who does zero things in real life in regards to who they are, as far as being themselves and expressing themselves or being anyone, being a person, being a part of anything, and or being relevant. So if you're essentially not in any clubs, if you don't have many friends because you don't go out of your comfort zone to say hi to people, new people, and say hello, introduce yourself, and ask them about themselves, and be a person who's friendly, then you're essentially a zero in that aspect. If you don't shine by being unique and showing your true colors, showing people who you are, then you're essentially a zero because you just kind of blend in the crowd and nobody knows who you are and you're forgettable. If you're someone who puts people down in social settings and kind of ruins the crowd atmosphere and kind of makes it a fun atmosphere and doesn't make people feel included and fun, then you're kind of a zero because no one wants to hang out with you because you suck. You're someone who doesn't like get. Uh, this is now like advanced zero-ness, but I don't know how we got into this, but I'm just gonna go back to what I was talking about because I had a really important thing that I was gonna keep talking about, so I'm just gonna go back to that. But if you have zero value as a person, like if you don't do anything, like produce anything or create anything or contribute anything, then you're essentially just like a useless, homeless hobo, like nobody though. So you don't create anything, so nothing on earth is because of you. So you don't do anything for anyone. You don't create anything of your own, so nothing on earth is of you or has your uniqueness like ingrained to it. So you haven't left an impact or a mark on earth based on anything you've done. And if you don't create anything on earth of any value, and you don't have any value of yourself, because you haven't created anything like speech wise or like new ideas or new concepts, and whereas anything new on earth, it has never been there before. So nothing is now uniquely there because of you. So that essentially means, nothing is of value because of you. So you are essentially worthless, but a zero. So that is what it means to be a zero in that aspect, the societal aspect. In the relationship aspect, it means you're a loser and you don't know how to appreciate a female if you're a guy, or a guy if you're a girl. Maybe you're too stuck up or selfish, or maybe you're too arrogant or bullheaded. Either way, if you can't balance a relationship, then you're essentially a zero because you'll only ever be the exact person on earth who's only ever looking for someone that can push around on earth, and the only person deserving of that is you. So that's what makes you a zero. If you're looking for it in a family aspect, I guess it's someone who's not a part of the family. So that would be a zero. But I don't know because every family is different how you'd want to describe it. So that's all I got to say about that. Um, if it's in a friend group, it's maybe the one who never responds to invites or sets up anything or organizes anything or stays in contact with anyone, or is like friendly or social in social settings, or like gets along with um, the group, I guess, um, or whatever else. So I guess in that aspect, being someone who doesn't value your friends makes you zero is the point that I'm getting at. Um, being, I'll do one more, and that's being, um, huh, say someone who just tries too hard in a social setting for sure is someone who's a zero because doing that means you're not being yourself. You're just putting on like a fakeness, and nobody cares about fakeness. Everyone just wants to meet real people. So if you're still doing that, then fuck you. Leave us alone and go be fake somewhere else, like in front of the mirror, or go try out for a show or a play. You can dress up as a character and just be a fake person until you're done, and then you can just go out and be yourself and meet real people in real life. And otherwise, other than that, you'd be a zero. So that. Or also, um, if you're someone who is like in the group and is like really trying to be like someone else, and it's like, dude, just fuck off. Let everyone be themselves, and it's really pathetic. That's the reason I'm pointing it out. And like at this point, like everyone notices, like, dude, just be yourself and just stand up and be a fucking man. Like, stop trying to be someone else, and stop trying to like emulate other people, and stop trying to think that your value depends on someone else because you just have to go and be you, and establish your value based on what you do, and like be funny for being you, not because nobody gives a shit about what you think in your delusional brain about how personalities are different, but specifically different, and they're all different. And the only thing you can ever like look at is things that are exactly able to be. The only things that are comparable are statistics. I'll say that. So that's the only thing you could ever even consider about that. Everything else, like personality, should never even be considered with that word. So if you're someone who wants to do something like that, then fuck you and leave us alone. So those are the worst kind of people in a social group. Those are zeros. So that. And other than that, that's all I have to say about that. So don't be any of those kind of people in a group. Don't be any of those kind of zeros in real life. If you are a zero, you should turn into a hero. It's much better. Start helping people. Start saving the day. Start being the kind of guy that people want to be around, that people look up to, that people would want to be with, like hanging around with, having a social group, be part of society, be a part of real life with friends, with people. Don't try to compete against other people at being friends, because that's the stupidest thought and idea you could ever have in your stupid fucking brain. If you're that kind of zero, it just pisses me off to even think, 'cause it's so fucking retarded. And just don't be the kind of person who messes up everything good for everyone else, because we love Earth as much as we do, and we love our lives as much as we do, so don't fuck it up for everyone else. Earth, that is, and don't fuck up our lives because we like them for us and our sake. So that's because those people are definitely all zeros who would even think about doing something like that. So that's all I have to say about that, or people who would do that. I mean, and at a certain point, you can't make excuses; you just have to learn. So that's how it is. That's how it goes. We don't just tolerate. Oh no! Just because you're a fucking loser doesn't mean you can mess up our lives. Because everyone was a loser once. Everyone at some point struggled in their life to fit in, or to find their place on Earth, or to succeed, or to produce value, or to create something, or to be successful. And they fucking nutted up, and they fucking powered through it, and they succeeded. So just saying, oh, well, I'm a zero, I'm a loser, it's not an excuse. So it makes you fucking pathetic. It means that you have to step up and be a fucking man and do what you have to do to fucking get to level 1 of real life. Right? You can't just excuse yourself and say, oh, I'll just be a zero, because it's not okay. And it's not okay for everyone else either, because you're not pulling your weight. You're fucking bringing down the whole ship, and that's fucking bullshit for everyone. So that. Anyway, that's what I have to say about zeros, and there's no excuse to be one. So if you're a zero, fucking up your game and fucking at least make the level 0.1 today, because that's at least higher than 0, and at least means you have something on the board. At least maybe like some sort of a personality you can share with other people, so you're not just you lose a useless loner. Or useless, I don't know the word I'm trying to look for, but a loser who doesn't ever, let the world know who he is. So that. But anyway, don't be one of those people. I don't like those people. So if you're one of those people, change. Be someone different, and then I'll like you. I hope. I don't know you. Maybe we won't get along on a personal basis because we're too different, but at least I won't hate you. So that. Anyway, that's what I have to say about those kind of people, and I hope you took something away today and or related to this, because if you're a human being like me, then you hate those people too. Don't lie about it, because then you're the worst. You're a fucking liar. You're a faker. You need to get the fuck out and up your game up to level 1 so you stop fucking lying about your life and about your beliefs and about what you like in real life, because all you're doing is bullshitting all of us. It's stuff that we don't even care about, dude. It's your fucking life, so you don't bullshit us. That's. And I am getting heated about this because this is turning into a rant, because it does get me really heated. But if you're someone like that who just thinks they can bullshit everyone, then that's bullshit. We don't care enough to get ourselves involved personally, but either way, go live your life and live it on behalf of all of us, for all of us on Earth, because we need someone else to back us up whenever someone's being a fucking piece of shit, and we need someone to call us back with our at our battle stations whenever we have to do social norming in real life and get people on the same page with what's okay and what's not. So if you're not someone who gets that, who's on the same page as us, then dude, that's a fucking zero in my book. You need to get on our page, you need to get our level, you need to up your game, and you need to get to, our statual level of what's acceptable to be at in real life in order to be acceptable in a friend group as someone who is considered, social enough to get along and not just suffocate on their own spit while they're trying to, have a conversation or think of what to say in a real life conversation. So that. But anyway, that's just another aspect of real life. Another thing you can do is you can back up your friends when there's that asshole in the group who's being a fucking zero, and you can say, dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? We're trying to have fun here. We're trying to be people here. We're trying to do, I don't know what the fuck you be doing. We're trying to be people. We're trying to have, I don't know. I didn't have a case for instance in mind, which is weird because I always have them prepared, but I guess I didn't. Maybe there's like what are those things called, thetan levels in Scientology? The thetan level, there's like zeros in Scientology that are zero thetans are floating around messing with my brain, but I don't know. I'm not like paranoid about that. Wasn't a serious thing. But this is a joke. But anyway, that's the entire gist of the idea of if you're a person with friends and you know how to socialize, then just be winners. And just know that losers will never win because losers are always losers. Even if the losers think they can beat the winners, they'll only ever get together with the losers and they'll realize, wait, these guys are all losers. And then they'll realize they're all losers, even though they knew it the entire time. And they'll go, oh, wait, guys, can we hang out with you guys? Even though we're fucking assholes. And that's why they have to fucking learn first. Because they don't get to fucking come and play with us fucking people, us fucking winners, unless they learn to fucking deal with their fucking bullshit first. Because we don't want to deal with it either. Because their shit stinks just as much as everyone else's, and why the fuck would I want to smell it and fucking deal with it when it's not my fucking job and it's not my fucking shit? So if you're someone else on Earth who thinks you have the right to give someone else your bullshit, then that's bullshit, and you have to deal with it yourself until you can get on the fucking level of real life, actual human being people. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. And hope those people keep walling in their own filth and their own suffering until they learn to get on our fucking page. So hope you had a good day, and hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you don't have to deal with any fucking zeros until they get themselves at least to the point where they can, I don't know, not be absolute zeros in every single way, but, at least to the point where they can at least reach out to someone and a human being can help them because they're not too much of a pitiful zero who just breaks himself into nothingness that nobody can ever help them ever. So that's my hopes, and that's all I have to say about that. So there is my speech on zeros, and I hope that every single person on Earth makes it one day at some point in time up to level 100 there. And they get past level 0. But anyway, until then, there's still zeros. If there's zeros, it's just a fact. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to delude myself or other people. I'm not going to lie. If you're a fucking zero, you're a zero. Done. It doesn't mean you're a zero forever. It just means you're still fucking zero. So until you learn to change your game and change your ways and be a better fucking person, you're still a fucking zero. And that never changes until you change your ways. Done. That's how it is. Fact. So that's my hopes, is that all those zeros will one day level up, to level 100. But I don't know. If that never happens, then I guess I'll just be a sad man. So anyway, that's what I have to say about that. That's what I have to say about this whole thing about zeros and heroes. So be a hero, be an everyday hero, be a superhero, be a mega hero, be an ultra hero. Just don't be a superhuman because fuck them. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this entire speech on zeros and heroes. So hope you like watching this, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope you like this sock. It's a NASA sock. It's really cool. But anyway, enjoy yourself. Have a good afternoon. I'm Jonathan. Peace out.